Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. A quick trip here for the Bucks, just one game away before heading back to Milwaukee. And stolen by Siakam. The three. And Morant is good for three. Morant's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Pistons. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw this game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Good, Shapino. Shot is off. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thank you, David.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. Over Thompson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Giannis has got 5 now.
And you can see the growing confidence that Giannis has in that mid-range.
Thompson for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And here's Giannis. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Thompson. And even 3-on-3 break. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
Inside. Morant surveying the D. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Edey gets the bucket. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
And they're able to recover. Edey can't hit. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Siakam.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him 2 early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one misses. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Bridges outside. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Pistons making a change here. Pistons leading by 3. It's Thompson off the drive. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Abaji. He has yet to score. And he lays it straight in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the wing on the left. Watford, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Bridges. Drives to the hoop. Then Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Pass to Watford. Jaquez with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Bucks trail. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report. Detroit with the ball. Following the miss by Giannis. Shoots. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Hood-Schifino. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
That ties it up. Bridges got 6.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Pass to Vucevic. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. His three-pointers off the mark. John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for the Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more. 15. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break. And that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Bucks have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Both free throws good from Bridges. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top
in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day. What a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great sports fans. Hard-working people that really value hard-working teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Harden with it, still without a basket. To the left wing, shoots it, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball.
From the wing, it's hauled in by Stewart. Milwaukee in the lead. Kicks it out to Harden. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Pistons trailed by 4. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Off target with his 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
And it's Davis missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Great positioning on the putback. Blackbird's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
It's intercepted to the middle, and they're pushing it up. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, you love the energy from Vucevic there. Exceptional job getting down the floor on the break.
It's Harden with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
This one for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pistons trailed by 3. Out to the right wing. Vucevic. No good. That would have tied it. It's Harden with the drive. 2 points. That one goes. 9 points in the game so far.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
Knocked loose.
First personal foul. 13 foul. Substitution on the floor.
Now Simmons. Scoreless thus far. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul.
Ivey, first personal foul. Team 4.
Shoots. Milwaukee. No good that time either. And so Morant will bring it up for Detroit. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Wow, well, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Screen by Antetokounmpo. There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. Pistons trailed by 4. Out left to the wing. Back to Siakam. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now here's Thompson. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Kicks it out to Giannis. Shot on the wing, and he knocks down the jumper. And the Bucks lead by 6.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
.40 seconds left here in the second. Out to the wing. And that one's good. Agbaji. Agbaji's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Back to Morant. Outside, George. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
It's Morant with the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. 4 seconds left. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pistons trailed by 8. And shot on the way. It doesn't go for him.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
On the wing, Giannis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's the floater. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And here's Morant. He's got 9.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Pistons making a change here. Out to Bridges. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The three from Morant.
That's one for their first four to start the second half.
Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
To the wing right side. Abaji. And a miss there on the triple. A shot by George, wide open. Carries it from three-point range. George has got 6.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
A nice shot by Hood Schifino. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Outside, George. Offline with his 3. Bucks leading by 5. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Thompson outside. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And a missed layup. Giannis outside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
Now here's Morant for 3. It's good from long range. 16 points for him.
First 3 of the half, second of the game, and heat up.
Howard down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in the front.
And the Pistons making a change here. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your school.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And Simmons slams it in.
Don't sleep on Simmons' athleticism. He still has the ability to hammer down those alley-oops.
Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 6.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Harden outside. Over to the wing. Screen by Simmons. Here's Shepard, and he makes good on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
From deep, kept alive. .105 left to play here in the third. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
Releases. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And he's shaking off that slow